Hello, everyone. This is Felicia Bender, the Practical Numerologist, with your numerology forecast for the personal year for August. So, if you are new to numerology and you don't know what your personal year is, like what are you even talking about? So, if you don't know your personal year, please just pause for one moment. Go on over to feliciabender.com, click on monthly forecast. There is a calculator there that you can use to calculate your personal year. There's also a manual calculation method in the description box. Take a moment, make sure you're at the right place because this forecast is based on your personal year. It's not based on your life path number. So those are two entirely different things in numerology. We just want to make sure you're at the right place at the right time, listening to the correct forecast. And a little sidebar for you. If you've been listening, following for the year, you know that I've been traveling a bit this year, and today I am as well. And as you know, if you live on the planet Earth right now, it's hot. So it's hot, and I have a window open. So if you're hearing ambient noises of any, who knows, there's not been a leaf blower the entire day, but now that I'm recording, probably there will be, but something. Anyway, I just want to let you know that that's happening. So it's raw, it's uncensored here, and you're not going crazy by thinking that there's sounds that you're hearing in the background. So yeah, it's all there. I just want to let you know. So with that said, we are diving in. We are getting it down to it right now. For personal year, it is your 3 personal month for you. So right now is the month to know that success is going to come at you like a tidal wave, ironically, when you lighten up. So success comes when you release and when you lighten things up and take a breath. Okay, that's what this month is all about. So we are closing in on a peak time for you in your 4, or you might actually be experiencing a master number 22, a 22-4. We might brush on what that'll bring to the table. But overall, we're talking about the 4. That's the foundational energy that you're all in, whether you're in a 4 or a 22. And yet, next month is a crescendo in your personal year, where the energy of kind of getting your life in order is going to reach its full richness and intensity for the year. So I just want to give you a little preview for that. And we're going to hit it hard next month and let you know exactly how to look at that, how to feel it out. And I just wanted to introduce that to put in your backpack as you carry forward in August. And yet between now and then, what's going on, right? So August, as if you thought the year wasn't going to lighten up on you. Boy, those of you in your 22 or your 4, I've just been hearing it, hearing some stories from you, and that it's not bad. It's just a lot, and it feels intense. It can feel heavy. It can feel exasperating, exhausting. Fill in the blank. So how are you feeling is what I would like to ask. And yet, here's the thing. If you thought it wasn't going to let up, if you were just going to have to just, hands and knees it to the finish line, I got some good news for you. August offers you a tiny oasis within your year of work, and more work. So finally, some opportunities for a break in your routine. They are going to present themselves to you for the asking. Okay, the trick is this. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. You have to take it. You got to take it. Oftentimes in the 4 personal year, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm working so much. And then someone says, hey, let's go on this weekend trip. And I know you've got some PTO. Why don't you, oh no, please don't do that. Say yes to the break. Okay. Please say yes. You are going to benefit so exponentially from resting, relaxing, infusing some creative juice into work, play, relationships during the month of August. The 3 is the number of creativity, of play, of lightening it up. As I talked about at the beginning, this is your time to lighten up. So interestingly, one of the factors that often is overlooked with the number 4 and is that while it is the number of tenacity, getting it done, making the effort, of, kind of some limitation that's built in there, like you're really slugging through it, right? It also requires true and deep relaxation, some built-in breaks, or else it's just burnout, right? Burnout, stress-related health stuff. If you're in a 4 cycle, that can really come up. So I'm giving you what, an air hug here and say, please, please, please take your break, because this is your time, and the work will be there when you get back. I, I promise you, and you know it will, but take that break right now. And so with this in mind, know that August really is energetically aligned for you to back off, to unwind. That number 3 is that energy of your month. It's going to point you toward focusing again, infusing some light, some play, some new experiences into your world. It's really ripe for getting out, living a little, social, a few day trips, creative endeavors, some concerts, and anything creative that just gives you a jolt of energy is what you are supposed to be doing this month. So if there is any month marked for a vacation, a light getaway, it is August. Okay, please go, please take it, and everything will be back here and when you get back here. Okay, so one of the primary lessons that you're engaged with in this 4 personal year is understanding the meaning of a limitation and how you might personally engage with it. We all have it on some level, yet how do we engage it? Certainly you've noticed that the year has offered you, I'm sorry to laugh, but more than your fair share of limitation on a platter. That is a given during a 4 personal year. Or let's look at it this way, or has it for you? Because part of the process of working with the energy of the 4 is to know this. So if you want to reduce the limitation you feel that you have in your life, right, you must step outside of yourself, outside of your own way, so to speak, and stop limiting yourself. So I know that this is easier said than done. I realize that. And yet, if you really think about it, it is the dividing line between people who manifest things more easily, who have more success. They're the ones who can visualize, who can feel it, who can take that step, who can think on their feet and don't have this linear, dogmatic way of getting from point A to point Z. They're like open for possibility of rerouting in order to get to the same goal. And I would ask that of you right now to really review, if you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling kind of done in, how you might step back and gain a new perspective this month. So personally, I don't want to overshare, but personally for me, I am the queen. Give me my crown, because I'm the queen of saying that I am not going to reinvent the wheel. I am not. And there I go. I reinvent the wheel again and again, and once again and once more. So seriously, I'm the queen of it, and I know it intellectually, and yet to really step back and look and see how to gather some tools to help me not do that, at least so frequently, right? So I'm asking you to kind of look at what you do, how you do it, and if you want to shift anything, it comes first with the recognition, not with self-deprecation, but just saying, oh yeah, I do that. I have a friend who just seems to trip into good luck wherever she goes. How does she do that? And it's because she's just more in the moment. She's more open to possibility, where I'm really, really got my head down and my blinders on and think it got to be done this way. Then it doesn't go anywhere, right? So this is your cue to step back, see if you can be open to some different options, maybe some different potentials and different opportunities, because those opportunities can't come in unless you see them, unless the door is open for them, right? Opportunity can't knock if you don't have a door. So, at least have a door and then be willing to open it. So usually during the 4 personal year, again, you really have your head down, so to speak. It is really challenging to even realize that you've blocked off easier ways of doing things, or even more expansive opportunities, by simply being so wrapped up in your version of how things should be done, to see that there are better, maybe more effective and happier ways of doing it. So understand that also some of your projects are likely to undergo some expansion and a change of direction this month. Hallelujah. Doesn't that sound nice? It really does. And yet your message for the month is to take the reins and take responsibility for your life, for your decisions, for your, the choices around that, for how you have met up with your life. It's time to get beyond the drudgery, to step into your sense of empowerment, to play a little bit more, to think about what would life be if it were fun, if it were a playground. That's the energy that the 3 brings. It's asking you, it's begging you to identify and locate what lights you up. What lights you up? What gives you energy? What do you do? When you're doing it, when do you lose track of time? When are you just so so into it? Think about those things and how to integrate more of that into your daily. All right. So your creative input and or your verbal abilities are going to play a significant role in the shifts that take place for you in August. So step up to the plate, be bold in that way. There may be an opportunity to experience some profound breakthroughs of all kinds if and when you tap into and trust those creative impulses that you're going to be getting this month. An idea that you've been thinking about potentially for several months now may come into play, particularly around August the 3rd. So between August 9th and the 21st, you may meet a new friend or maybe a potential business partner who provides some really vital input or lead you to some deal-breaking information or some connections. Something of that nature can unfold right now and be offered to you. So this entire year has proven to be an obstacle course that basically has the capacity to change and alter your outlook as you know it. I mean, honestly, this is that getting your ducks in a row, really re-looking at your life's mission statement. How do you even want to be doing the same thing? If not, how do I recompose that? So you have been forced kind of through hell and high water this year. It's a tough one. It's a toughie. Just saying, it is. It is tough to look at things from different angles than you're used to, than you're comfortable with, while simultaneously allowing yourself to view things from a different perspective and a different vantage point. So I ask you to take time in August to evaluate and perhaps to pivot into some new resolve to get down to business, whatever that means to you right now. August brings a shift to the way in which you're going to continue to pursue your goals for the year. You may even decide on a new goal altogether right now. This could be in relationships, it can be in your home life, it can be with your job, career, certain aspects of your health picture, maybe some relationships within your family itself, whether that's the family, if you have kids, if you have a family of your own, or whether that's family of origin. Maybe some things get reconnected or revised in that way. That can happen in August for you. Yet the point is, you've really gone up against a lot this year already. I want to validate that for you if you're feeling it. So numerologically, you're right on track. You're right in line. So you might say that you've been starting up something that I would say it's kind of an adulting year. You get to you get to adult a little bit more, and you kind of get to stare your own reality in the face, attempt to gain control over your corner of the world, and control in a good way, not in a psychotic way, but control over and meshed with responsibility. I'm going to take control over my finances. I'm going to stop overspending. I'm going to make sure that rather than go out on that, for that really expensive dinner that I really don't need, I'm going to sock that money away and put it in my 401k. Those sorts of things that sound like wah, 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 and yet down the line, are you going to miss that dinner out? No. Are you going to really enjoy the money that you have in your account because of what you did and prepped for? Yes, I will say yes. That I'll answer that question for you. So it's those kinds of decisions, those kinds of things that are really coming to the plate right now. This year also dredges up some old family stuff, some wounds, if you want to call it that, maybe issues that forced you to deal with them differently than you have in the past. And with the For Personal year, it's been really demanding and pretty exhausting, I find the For Personal year is. So again, this is a great month to rest and recharge. The infused energy of that playful 3 for you in August is highlighting the need to soften up, lighten up, splash in some creativity, some social interaction, maybe a little travel, that sort of thing. Get your creative juices flowing, act upon some of your big ideas. You're heading into another big breakthrough. It's just starting to percolate right now. All right, so that is your forecast for August. Head on over to FeliciaBender.com. You can find plenty of free resources there, articles, life path information. You can order a numerology chart there. There are courses and other kind of numerology-based products that if you are geeking out on numerology, you can find a lot of resources at FeliciaBender.com. So I'm really looking forward to meeting with you next month to see what September brings for you. And I'm going to give you a little spoiler alert. September really is, to me, a very pivotal month, numerologically speaking, for all of us in all of our personal years. So it's a crescendo for your year that is really, we're going to look at that and see what it's going to bring for you in terms of that pivotal nature of your important and very hardworking For Personal year. So hang on, and we will meet again next month and dive into what September brings your way.